कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे भगवद गीता किंचिदधीता गंगा जल्लवकणिका पीता सकृदेव मुरारि समर्चा क्रियेत यमेन चर्चा मलिने मोचनं पुंस्नां जलस्नानदिने दिने सकृद्गीतामृतस्नान संसारमलनाशनम् एको शास्त्रो देवकी पुत्र एव एको नामानि यस्य forgetting the verse सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दना पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोग्धा दुग्धं गीतमृतं भवेत् Hare Krishna. Thank you, dear Vaishnavas, for joining. We're going to read a very, very important verse today. It is the last verse of chapter 11. As we know, Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters in 3 parts. The middle section is the Bhakti Yoga, and chapter 11 primarily is about the universal form. That's the title, the Virat Rupa. But the last verse, the 55th verse, is very important. So let's try to read today that verse. And any verse which is important, as you know, Prabhupada gives a detailed purport. So we'll try to see this verse today and also try to understand the meaning and try to memorize and go deeper. Mat karma krit mat paramo mat bhakta sangavarjita nirvairi sarva bhuteshu yasamami pandava. Mataji, you like to read?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Mat karma krin mat paramo mat bhakta sanga varchita nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yasa mameti pandava.
There you go. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Let's do the word to word also. Mat karma krit, engaged in doing my work. So Lord Krishna is saying this to Arjuna and to all of us. Mat parama, considering me the supreme. Mad bhakta, engaged in my devotional service. Sangha varjitaha, free from the contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculation. Nirvairi, without enemy. We were reading this in the other verse, 12:13 also. Adveshta sarva bhutana. Right? So, nirvairi sarva bhuteshu. Very similar. You see? The 12.13 which we read and the kids also memorized. That's also begin with Adveshta sarva bhutana. So, nirvairi sarva bhuteshu. Very same meaning. Adveshta or nirvairi sarva bhutanam sarva bhuteshu. Same thing. Without an enemy, without envy, without enemy. Yeah, sa, one who, sa, he, mam, unto me, eti, comes. Pandava, O Pandu, O Arjuna, referring to the son of Pandu. Let's see how many qualities are shared here. Mat karma kre, do devotional service. कर्म को मुझसे connect करो. Do devotional service, bhakti yoga. Engaged in doing my work. My work means Whatever we do, connect to Krishna. Mat Parama, consider Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Then, number 3, become my devotee, Mad Bhakta. So many verses talk about Manmana Bhav Mad Bhakta. Then, number 4, Sang Varjitaha, give up fruitive activities. And Sang ko Varjit, right? It's not good. Give up bad. Give up fruitive activities. Give up mental speculation. Then, referring to here, Nir Veri. Don't have enemies. Don't build enemies. Don't be envious to all living beings. That person, Mam Iti, comes to me, O Arjuna. Okay. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, Mat Karma Krit, free from the contamination of fruitive activities, Sangha Varjita, and mental speculation, he who works for me, Mat Karma Krit, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, Mat Parama, and who is friendly to every living being. Nirveri Sarva Bhuteshu, he certainly comes to me. Mad Bhakta, so Mad Bhakta is pure devotional service actually. Like, you see now it gets easier when we kind of break the verse in multiple. Now maybe you both can read one paragraph each. You want to read?
I can read.
Yes, Claude.
Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Anyone who wants to approach the Supreme of all the personalities of Godhead on the Krishna Lok planet in the spiritual sky and be intimately connected with the Supreme Personality, Krishna, must take this formula as stated by the Supreme Himself. Therefore, this verse is considered to be the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is a book directed to the conditioned souls who are engaged in the material world with the purpose of lording it over nature and who do not know of the real spiritual life. The Bhagavad Gita is meant to show how one can understand his spiritual existence and his eternal relationship with the Supreme Spiritual Personality and to teach one how to go back home, back to Godhead. Now, here is the verse which clearly explains the process by which one can attain success in his spiritual activity, devotional service.
Too powerful, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Any thoughts from this paragraph?
What it resonates to me is the Bhagavad Gita is meant for conditioned souls, like who are engaged here in this material world and doing their activities. But the Bhagavad Gita is giving the teaching and giving us the process how we can continue to do this activity, what is given to us or what is prescribed for us, and still go back to our original home by following some certain process. And that process is mentioned in this sloka.
Haribo. I like that how Prabhupada is mentioning this is the essence of Gita, right?
Yes.
To consider what are the things we learned in this verse in the translation. I'll just write, if you remember from the what all Krishna is saying. Mat
Mat karma.
karma krit. So what does that mean?
Work for me.
Yes. Work for me. That's basically Yat karoshi yad ashnasi, yad juhosi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva mad arpanam. Right? Whatever you do it as an offering to me. Mad karma krit. Work for me. Hmm? Or remembering Krishna. Then mad paramo. Thinking Krishna as Parama,
Supreme, yes.
Supreme Personality of Godhead, right?
Mhm.
Supreme Lord. Mat Parama Krit Mat Paramo. Hmm? Then
Mm.
Mat Bhakta.
Mad Bhakta, be my devotee.
Krishna says that in multiple um, chapters. 934. Man Manabha Man Bhakto. Hmm?
Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru, yes.
So here also Mat Bhakta, be my devotee.
Devotee.
Hmm? In 12.13 also we see Yo Mad Bhakta Same Priyaha, right?
Mm.
Advishta Sarva Bhutanam Maitri Karuna Eva Cha Nirmamo Nirhankara hmm?
Mhm.
Nirmamo Nirhankara Sama Dukha Sukha
Samadukkhas.
Shami, right?
Mhm.
What's next?
निर्वैर,
Hmm.
उससे पहले भी है एक और
Sangha Varitajya.
संग
Sangha
वर्जित,
Mad Bhakta Sangha Varjitaha.
संग वर्जित.
Varjit.
Varjita.
Varjit means, what is the word Varjita?
वर्जित
It
means
don'ts.
away,
Yeah.
don't be attached,
ये
away
वर्जित
from
है,
them.
like this ये कार्य वर्जित है. We don't have to do certain things like it
Prohibited,
prohibited.
prohibited thing. Yes.
Yes. So stay away from fruitive activities and speculation.
Mental speculation. Yes.
Fruitive karma kanda and mental speculation. Let's go to the verse again. So we covered the first two lines, right? Mat
Yes,
karma
sir.
krin mat paramo. Do activities unto me and consider me the Supreme Lord. Mad bhakta sangavarjita. Be my devotee and stay away from material activities. Stay away from fruitive activities. Stay away from material mental speculation. Nirvairi sarvabhuteshu. Don't become वैर, किसी से वैर मत करो. निर्वैर. अजात शत्रव शांत साधव साधु भूषण. We don't have to consider anyone as our enemy. Nirvairi sarvabhuteshu. Yudhishthir Maharaj is also called Ajat Shatru, जिसका शत्रु जन्म नहीं हुआ. Ajata. Or one who's not enemy to, not inimical, non-envious, right? In short, friendly and kind to all. Non, uh, see the dictionary, without enemy, right? In short, friendly relations with all, towards all, not just towards, oh, my color of skin, my color of community, the people who speak the same language, the people, oh, I'm Indian, or so I'll be friendly to Indian. I'm Telugu, so I'll be friendly to Telugu. I'm Punjabi, so I'll be friendly to Punjabi. Others are my enemies. No, that's not Sarvabhuteshu. The devotee is kind to everyone, even dogs, cats, right? What's the famous verse which talks about that we see with equal vision? 5.18. Vidya Vinay Sampat.
Vidya Vinayana Sampade. Brahmane Gavihaste.
Vihastani shuni chaiva swapake cha
Pandit.
pandita samdarsina.
Excellent. So devotee sees with equal vision because he does not have any enemy. Nirvairi sarva bhuteshu yasamamiti pandava. One who has this will come to me. That's what we all want, right? So 5 critical things are mentioned in this, which will take us back home, back to Godhead. And this is, as per Prabhupada, this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, 11.55, those who want to remember. But one who does that, one will certainly come to me. Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that. Yasamamiti Pandava. So we need to do these 5 things. What are the 5 things? Work for me. Madparam. Thinking. And we discussed that, I think, yesterday or day before. We also discussed this. Madparamam. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. One God, one position, one person. Krishna. Mad Bhakta, be my devotee. Krishna is saying. Sangavarchita, stay away from fruitive activities and mental speculation. Nirvairi sarva bhuteshu, without enemy towards all. That's it. See, bhakti is simple. Chant Hare Krishna, take Krishna Prasad. That's all part of Mad Bhakta, right? Read Bhagavad Gita. Be kind and friendly to all. Nirvairi sarva bhuteshu. Don't criticize others. Don't offend Vaishnavas. Don't offend anyone, right? Do your duties, whether we are family, job, husband, wife, children, we have some duties. Do it as an offering to Krishna. Remember Krishna, do Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Seva, Krishna, thinking Him as supreme. Don't indulge in any Tom, Dick, Harry worship, right? It will not take us to anywhere. Avoid bad things, avoid fruitive activities, avoid sense gratification. So this verse has, if you see, everything is there, right? Is it not? Everything is there in this. That's why this verse, as Prabhupada is saying, will take us back home, back to Godhead. Everything is there. So let's read further purport. Essence of Bhagavad Gita. Simple formula is mentioned. As far as work, so let's go now in more specifics. Yes, anyone want to read from here?
I can read Prabhuji.
Mataji, please.
As far as work is concerned, one should transfer his energy entirely to Krishna conscious activities. As stated in the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu 1.2.255, Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatharaham Upayanujataha Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. No work should be done by any man except in relationship to Krishna. This is called Krishna Karma. One may be engaged in various activities, but one should not be attached to the result of his work. The result should be done only for him. For example, one may be engaged in business, but to transform that activity into Krishna consciousness, one has to do business for Krishna. If Krishna is the proprietor of the business, then Krishna should enjoy the profit of the business. If a businessman is in possession of thousands and thousands of dollars, and if he has to offer all this to Krishna, he can do it. This is work for Krishna. Instead of constructing a big building for his sense gratification, he can construct a nice temple for Krishna, and he can install the deity of Krishna and arrange for the deity's service, as is outlined in the authorized books of devotional service. This is all Krishna karma. One should not be attached to the result of his work, but the result should be offered to Krishna, and one should accept as prasadam the remnants of offerings to Krishna. If one constructs a very big building for Krishna and installs the deity of Krishna, one is not prohibited from living there, but it is understood that the proprietor of the building is Krishna. That is called Krishna consciousness. If, however, one is not able to construct a temple for Krishna, one can engage himself in cleansing the temple of Krishna. That is also Krishna karma. One can cultivate a garden. Anyone who has land in India, at least any poor man has certain amount of land, can utilize that for Krishna by growing flowers to offer him. One can sow tulsi plants because tulsi leaves are very important and Krishna has recommended this in the Bhagavad Gita. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Krishna desires that one offer him either a leaf or a flower or fruit or little water, and by such an offering he is satisfied. This leaf especially refers to the tulasi. So one can sow tulasi and pour water on the plant. Thus, even the poorest man can engage in the service of Krishna. These are some of the examples of how one can engage in working for Krishna.
Haribol. Such a beautiful purpose, right? Any comments? So Prabhupada is elaborating the first point. First point is?
Mat karma krit.
Yes. So many examples shared. Anything struck anyone?
So, what strikes me here, Prabhuji, is that the offering that as Prabhupada has mentioned, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, it doesn't have to be very elaborate, even simply just by offering just a tulsi leaf with devotion will also please the Lord.
Very well. Amazing. Any other thoughts?
And also, Prabhupada is saying here, Prabhuji, that whatever work we are doing, we have to think about Krishna, how we can get the result of this work to him. How we can, if we are making too much money, then we can think really big by building a temple. Or if we are not making that much money, then whatever money we are making, just to purify that money, like just to purify the money, try to use those money for the Krishna services. Doesn't matter how big or how small. That's how it will become the mat karma kirta, working for me.
Hmm. Amazing. There are some activities which are directly Krishna conscious. And there are some activities, we are discussing this, I think, in the Sunday call also, about direct Krishna conscious activities and indirect Krishna conscious activities. They could be both. The indirect activities can be potentially Krishna conscious. For example, like grocery shopping, right? It's a mundane activity, but it can be Krishna conscious. Business, Prabhupada gives example, business, job, any endeavor. It is a material activity, but if done with the right consciousness, it can be spiritual. Taking care of family, husband, wife, everyone does, children. It is apparently a normal activity, but it can be Krishna conscious. Building house or taking care of house, paying bills, home expenses, right? Uh, Prabhupada gives more examples, specifically the building temple. But as we know, even the home is also kind of temple, right? So if we have that consciousness that is home I'm building or renting or whatever, it's not just a brick and mortar. It is a temple. It is a place. It is, even though, as Prabhupada so beautifully said, even though he is living there. I wanted to show one example also here. Prabhupada is answering, even though, yes, one can live there, but still one knows that the proprietor of the building is Krishna. Nirmamo nirahankara. I am not the proprietor. I am not the doer. Having that consciousness is what makes it a big difference. But developing this is not easy until we focus daily on this direct Krishna conscious activities like Shravanam, Kirtanam. These are the most important. Chanting, mm, uh, reading Gita, like spiritual study, Gita, Bhagavatam, then association of devotees, right? Doing arati, etc. Arati, kirtan, offering arati, deity worship, right? As Madhuri said, offering tulasi, offering fruits, flowers. These are like all direct Krishna conscious activity. So when we do direct Krishna conscious activities, we'll be able to like how now we are learning how to make other activities also. When we focus on this, then this will also potentially become Krishna conscious. But if यही नहीं करेंगे, then this will become just mundane, material, sense gratification. Grocery shopping, business, job, these activities per se can be just material activity. Someone goes to grocery shopping. Oh, my son likes apple, I'll buy apples. My wife likes orange, I'll buy orange. But someone goes to grocery shopping. Oh, these flowers would look so nice for Krishna's dress, right? These are so fragrant flowers. I'll offer them to Krishna. So that grocery shopping becomes a Krishna conscious experience. So we should at least for a few hours every day do this, because majority of the hours where what do? We do this only. Out of 24 hours, like sleep, it's a mundane activity. Taking care of the body, lot of hours go. Whether it's cleaning, bathing, all these, cooking, eating, right? But here we honor prasad. So as you see, like devotee also does all these activities, non-devotee also does these activities. But the devotee knows the secret to spiritualize them because he has if strong direct activities are missing, then this will also turn into material. Any comments, thought in Mat Karma Krit? Any additions anyone has? So this is the first point, Mat Karma Krit. Let's see, Mat Paramaha. Anyone wants to read this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. I cannot try.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam. All tours to Srila Prabhupada. Dhanvat Pranam, devotees. The word Mat Parama refers to one who considers the association of Krishna in his supreme abode to be the highest perfection of life. Such a person does not wish to be elevated to the higher planets, such as the moon or sun or heavenly planets, or even the highest planet of this universe, the Brahmaloka. He has no attraction for that. He is only attracted to being transferred to the spiritual sky. And even in the spiritual sky, he is not satisfied with merging into the glowing Brahma Jyoti effulgence, for he wants to enter the highest spiritual planet, namely Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavan. He has full knowledge of that planet and therefore he is not interested in any other. As indicated by the word Mad Bhakta, he fully engages in devotional service, specifically in the 9 processes of devotional engagement: hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering prayers, carrying out the orders of the Lord, making friends with him, and surrendering everything to him. One can engage in all 9 devotional services, or 8 or 7 or at least one, and then will surely make one perfect. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Yes, Mataji. You want to share any thoughts, comments?
it's two cents, Prabhuji, from to what it gets in my mind. Prahlad Maharaj's prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam on these 9 processes of bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Vandanam, Padasevanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. I hope I've covered all the 9. Please forgive me if I forgot anything. So, yeah, beautiful 9 processes, and each one of them are kind of interconnected, which always starts with Shravanam, the most important, which has benefited me a lot. So grateful for Prabhupada and his purports, Mother. Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for reading this. Any other thoughts anyone else has? So we read about 2 sections here. What? Mat Parama and Mat Karma Krit. Sorry, Mat Parama and Mat Bhakta. Let's try to memorize also, like as we are speaking this words, Mat Karma Krit. What does that mean?
Working for Krishna.
Working for Krishna. Excellent. What's next words here in the verse?
Mat Parma.
Mat Parama.
Mat Paramo. Mat Paramo, to be more precise.
Mat Paramo.
So what is Prabhupada explaining here? What's the meaning of Mat Parama?
He is
Consider
the
Lord
Param.
Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Very nice. And Prabhupada mentioned some things in the purport, like whomever we are worshipping will go there, right? If we worship, this beautiful verse in the Gita, Yanti Devan Rita Deva. I'm opening that verse. 9.25. Yanti Deva Vrita Devan Pitrin Yanti Pitri Vrita Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhya Jinopima. One who worships the devatas, demigods, Indra, Chandra, Soma, Varuna, this, that, where will they go? They'll go
To
there.
them.
Yes, Pitri, there is Pitri Loka. Someone worships Pitri, they go there. Bhutani, भूतों की पूजा करते हैं. They go there to the ghost planets, right? There are Yanti Madhyaji Nopima, but those who worship me, they come to me. So, Mat Paramo. So, that's the highest. That's the highest. Why we should, go to temporary, like upper, even let's say we go to Indra Loka, Chandra Loka, Soma Loka, all these are part of material world. नाम बिना किछु और नहीं 14 bhuvan maje. They are upper planets, lower planets. But those who worship Krishna, they go beyond the cycle of birth, and then beyond this world, they go to the spiritual world, Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavan. That's where our journey is, our destination is. Mat Paramo, that's the meaning here. Mat Paramo, not even the Brahman effulgence. Then now the word Mad Bhakta, the third word is Mad Bhakta, so which we have already covered actually, and we read also. Mad Bhakta basically is the direct Krishna conscious activities, and Mad Karma Krit is the indirect Krishna conscious activities. So जो भक्त होगा वही कर पाएगा. If the one is not a devotee, then all his indirect activities will be mundane. But for devotee, there is nothing material. Everything is spiritual because he's always thinking of Krishna. He's always trying to spiritualize. Prabhupada used the word spiritualize. Like the potato, becomes spiritualized by offering to Krishna. The orange becomes spiritualized by offering to Krishna. The sleep becomes spiritualized when we think, oh, okay, I need to rest my body so I can do more bhakti tomorrow. The grocery trip becomes spiritualized. The job and the family, the business, everything becomes spiritualized when that is done as an offering to Krishna. Mad bhakta, mad karma, mad parama. Mad bhakta, mad karma krin, mad paramo, mad bhakta. 3 words good, everyone? 3 things? Okay. Sangha varjitaha. Who wants to read? Anyone? Anita Mataji want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, I will try. The term Sangha Varjita is very significant. One should disassociate himself from person who are against Krishna. Not only are the atheistic person against Krishna, but also are those who are attracted to the fruitive activities and mental speculation. Therefore, the pure form of devotional service is described in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu 1.1.11 as follows. Anyabhilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishnanu silanam bhaktir uttama. In this verse, Srila Rup Goswami clearly states that if anyone wants to execute unalloyed devotional service, he must be freed from all kinds of material contamination. He must be free from association of persons who are addicted to fruitive activities and mental speculation. When freed from such unwanted association and from the contamination of material desires, one favorably cultivates knowledge of Krishna. That is called pure devotional service. Anukulyasya sankalpa Prati Kulyasa Varjanam Hari Bhakti Vilas 11.676. One should think of Krishna and act for Krishna favorably, not unfavorably. Kans was an enemy of Krishna's. From the very beginning of Krishna's birth, Kans planned in so many ways to kill him. And because he was always unsuccessful, he was always thinking of Krishna. Thus, while working, while eating, and while sleeping, he was always Krishna conscious in every respect. But that Krishna consciousness was not favorable, and therefore, in Krishna at last killed him. Of course, anyone who is killed by Krishna attains salvation immediately, but that is not the aim of the pure devotee. The pure devotee does not even want salvation. It does not want to be transferred even to the highest planet, Golok Vrindavan. His only objective is to serve Krishna wherever he may be. A devotee of Krishna is friendly to everyone. Therefore, it is said here that he has no enemy. Nirvaira. How is this? A devotee situated in Krishna consciousness knows that only devotional service to Krishna can relieve a person from all the problems of life. He has personal experience of this, and therefore he wants to introduce this system, Krishna consciousness, into human society. There are many examples in history of devotees of the Lord who risked their lives for the spreading of God consciousness. The favorite example is Lord Jesus Christ. He was crucified by the non-devotees. But he sacrificed his life for spreading God consciousness. Of course, it would be superficial to understand that he was killed. Similarly, in India also, there are many examples, such as Thakur Haridas and Prahlad Maharaj. Why such risk? because they wanted to spread Krishna consciousness, and it is difficult. A Krishna conscious person knows that if a man is suffering, it is due to his forgetfulness of his eternal relationship with Krishna. Therefore, the highest benefit one can render to human society is relieving one's neighbor from all material problems. In such a way, a pure devotee is engaged in the service of the Lord. Now, we can imagine how merciful Krishna is to those engaged in his service, risking everything for him. Therefore, it is certain that such person must reach the supreme planet after leaving the body. In summary, the universal form of Krishna, which is आगे पढ़ूं प्रभु जी की पढ़ूं
Yeah, we can wrap up. This is the last few sentences.
ठीक in summary, the universal form of Krishna, which is a temporary manifestation, and the form of time which devours everything, and even the form of Vishnu, four-handed, have all been exhibited by Krishna. Thus, Krishna is the origin of all these manifestations. It is not that Krishna is a manifestation of the original Vishnu Rupa or Vishnu. Krishna is the origin of all forms. There are hundreds and thousands of Vishnus, but for a devotee, no form of Krishna is important but the original form. Two-handed Syam Sundar. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that those who are attached to the Syam Sundar form of Krishna in love and devotion can see him always within the heart and cannot see anything else. One should understand, therefore, that the purport of this 11th chapter is that the form of Krishna is essential and supreme. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you are on mute if you are talking.
Sorry. Thank you, Mataji, for reading such a beautiful purport. Okay, let's go again. 5 things in this verse. Who recalls? 1.
Mat
Mad
karma,
karma krit.
Very nice. Next.
Mat
mat
paramo.
parama,
Number 3.
Mad
mat
bhakto.
bhakta,
Bhakta. 4.
Sangvarjita.
Sangavarjita.
Sangha Varjita. So what Sangha Varjita? We read these last 4th and 5th. Prabhupada gives a
Nirvaira.
couple of meanings here. Sangha Varjita means?
Keep oneself away from the non-devotees, atheists who are against Krishna and who are also doing fruitive activities.
Yes. Sangha Varjita, bad association, away. Fruitive association, away. Because jaisa sang vaisa rang, right? The kind of people we associate with, those who believe in too much, you do this, you get this, do this, you get this, give and take, business mentality, fruitive activities. You do this puja, you get this. You do that puja, you get this, fruitive act, or bad association altogether. So refrain away. Sorry, Haribol. You want to do this? That's fine. Your choice. I have my schedule packed. Sanghavarjita. Prabhupada gives example of remembering Krishna Kamsa, but not in a favorable way. You have to remember Anukulyasya Sankalpa Pratikulyasya Varjita. Give up which is not favorable. Time is short, life is short. We have to only accept what is favorable. And give up what is non-favorable. Remember in a favorable disposition. So 4. 4 was Sanghavarjita. Number 5.
Nirvaira.
Nirvaira Sarva Bhuteshu.
Nirvaira sarvabhuteshu.
What does that mean?
Friendly to every living entities. Don't look anybody with any kind of envious thought.
Yes. Yes. Don't see bad, don't speak bad, don't look bad, right? 3 monkeys. The mind wants to always see bad in others, talk about their bad things. and take pleasure in hearing bad. Oh, should I tell you about that person? Oh, that Prabhuji always doing this. That Mataji as well. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, I see faults in others because I am honeycombed with faults.
Hmm.
The world is a reflection of our own consciousness. I have so many faults because therefore I see faults in others. Right. So today I heard a nice quote by, what happens is in White House is not very important. What happens in your house is very important. Right? People are focusing who will be the next president, who will be the prime minister, what will happen to cricket World Cup, what to do? India wins, Pakistan wins, New Zealand wins, what will I get? Someone gets this, someone gets this. Now India won. I'm not happy or sad. Okay, they won their karma, that's fine. But what difference did it make to me? Right? Just right. It's if someone else would have won, what difference it would have made to me? Nothing, right? So life is too short, focus on our own self. So nirveri sarva bhuteshu. Uh, and if someone is living life based on these five principles, there's not a question of if. Krishna is saying that person, yes, amamiti pandava, definitely that person will come to me. Definitely, no doubt. Okay. Yes, amameti pandava. Now, who all have memorized? Let's try. Anyone wants to try? Okay, I'll try first so that Mat karma krit. Okay, let's do numbers, do expressions, whatever helps. There are five things, right? And the last line is they'll go back home. Mat karma krit, mat paramo, mad bhakta, sangavarjita, nirveri, sarvabhuteshu, ya samameti, pandava, right? That person will come to me, O son of Kunti, right? Now, please try. Let me to help.
लेट मी ट्राई प्रभु जी। आपका तो बुद्धि बहुत तीक्ष्ण है, लेकिन ट्राई करते हैं।
नहीं, Prabhuji. You're all very, very superior to me in every way. Materially, spiritually, intelligence, everything.
मत कर्मा कीर्त मत परमो मद भक्तो संगवर्जितः निर्वैरी सर्वभूतेषु स माम एति पांडवः।
Haribol. See? Amazing. You did it. याद हो गया आपको 11:55 last verse of 11. Anyone else wants to try? Not hard. Don't worry. Even if you miss here and there, it's okay. Right?
I
Yes,
can try, Prabhuji.
please try.
Mat karma krit mat paramo mad bhakta sangavarjitaha sarvabhuteshu nirvairi sarvabhuteshu yasam sa iti pandava
Yes, sir. Ma, मेरे पास आएगा.
yasa mam iti pandava.
Excellent. Haribol. Amazing.
हरी हरी बोल।
श्रुतिधर एक बार सुन के याद कर लेते हैं. Amazing. Anyone else wants to try? Anita Mataji or Shilpa Mataji? Okay, now you can do with expressions or numbers or right? Mat karma krin mat paramo mad bhakta sanga varjita nirvairi sarva bhuteshu yasamamiti sapandava yasamamiti pandava. That person will come to me. one who does activities unto me, one who thinks me as absolute, one who is my devotee, one who gives up bad sangha, one who always is non-envious to all, that person will come to me.
Come to me. Good.
Right? So five things to take us back home, back to Godhead. Right? Even Rupa
Correct.
Goswami says in 64 limbs, Sakala sadhana shreshta e pancha anga Krishna prema janma e pancheralpa sanga sadhu sanga nama kirtana bhagavata shravana mathura vasa shri murtira shraddhaya sevana. And if we see this verses, that's basically this only, right?
Hmm.
Hmm? Is it not? You see, where will sadhu sanga fit here? Bhakti, it's a direct limb of bhakti.
Hmm.
Sadhu Sangha. Hmm? Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtana, Bhagavad Shravana, right? They're all like direct limbs. Mathura Vasa, Sri Murtira, right? Hmm. But one will only do bhakti unto whom? Krishna. So they're all interlinked. Give up
Hmm.
bad association. Very important. Shuddha bhakti means uh, jnana vairagya, right? Anya bilashita shunyam jnana vairagya evacha, right? Jnana karma anavritam. So give up mental speculation. So they're all interconnected, right? And we cannot have pure bhakti if we are always thinking bad about others. If we are thinking, oh, he's good, she's bad, she's good, he's bad, this, that. Well, then mind, how can the mind think of, mind cannot do bhakti if we are focused on solving the whole world. Right? Krishna could not, people were thinking bad about him, people were criticized. Prabhupada, he was misunderstood, he was criticized. So we have to keep going. Do the best what's in, rather than focusing what's in White House, focus on in our house. What's focusing on what's in others' consciousness, focus in our consciousness. Life is short.
Yeah.
Yasamam eti pandava, that person will come to you. Interesting, right? Beautiful verse. Essence of Gita.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any comments before we stop?
No, like Krishna has said multiple times in this Bhagavad Gita, who will come to me, asansaya, asansaya. Like today also I was listening that 8.7. The same thing, it was as tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmarana yudhyacha and mano buddhir arpit mano buddhir
Mayarpita mano buddhi
Mai arpita mano buddhir
mami.
Mamevasya asansaya. So, like multiple times he has said, without any doubt, no sansay, who will come? Who will just think of me and do the duty? Think of me, do the duty. So, multiple times. But the irony is still people are more toward the other side and then don't even don't even think that oh, this is the easy way to return to the original home and be free. But yes, Prabhuji, as you said, what happened in White House doesn't matter to me. Let me just think about my house, my own consciousness. What can I do? प्रभुजी कल से there are so many people who most 12 hours TV के साथ ही बैठा हुआ है कि who will be the next candidate.
Oh, really? Oh.
और कितना है प्रभुजी हम चर्चा पर चर्चा है तो.
Right. And it will keep going, right?
Yeah.
New team will come, new captain will come, new president will come next, there's no end. Yes, so Shilpa Mataji, you were saying something.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji, I was just practicing to recite.
Yeah, please. You want to try?
We'll try, Prabhuji, with your blessings. Mat karma krit mat paramo mat bhakta sangha varjitaha. Sangha varjitaha.
There.
I
Very
think
good.
I've covered 4.
Yes, you covered 4. 5th,
Um,
non-envious to all.
Sarva Bhutesh.
Nirvairi sarve bhuteshu.
Nirvairi Sarva Bhuteshu. Ye Samam Pandava.
Yes, samameti Pandava. Excellent. Hari Bol.
Meti Pandava. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, all like should go to the memory contest or something.
With your help, sure, Prabhuji. With your guidance. Hare
No,
Krishna.
really good. Krishna says, we should use our intelligence in studying Gita. Otherwise, I mean, materially and spiritually, both ways it's good. Spiritually, of course, this is direct Krishna consciousness. We're not talking about White House or movies or cricket, right? This is pure bhakti. And materially, those who don't use their mental intellect, it will lose. Like if I ask, do 4 plus 11, 90% people will need calculator. And students also, right? Because of not using that, right? So same in the old age, as we are getting old, we're all getting old towards, right? We're not going young. So we have to use our intellect by remembering verses rather than remembering others' faults. Right? Hare Krishna. The brain needs something. If we feed with verses, okay, morning, okay, then whatever we memorize today, we should try to repeat before sleeping, after getting up. When you open darshan, you can repeat this. You're going to drive to the office or grocery store, repeat it. It takes only 10 seconds. Doesn't take more. Or your money back from the class. Only 10 seconds, right? It won't take more than that. But those 10 seconds, our mind will be absorbed. Oh, those 5 things I learned yesterday. Such beautiful. And then the consciousness will change. Sorry, we're a little over, but thank you for joining and we continue. Hare Krishna, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu
कृपा सिंधु पतितानां पावने भयो वैष्णवे भयो नमो नमः।
Hari Bol, thank you.
Well, thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Hari Bol.